What is going on, everybody? Happy almost officially winter to you. My name is Noah Kravitz, and this is the HTC Droid DNA for Verizon, arguably the best smartphone on the market right now. All right, the Droid DNA for Verizon Wireless. Thanks to the folks at HTC for lending me one. I'm actually doing a local TV spot in about a week or so, gathering up some of the best devices on the market right now to tell the folks about, and wanted to be sure to include this. It's $199.99 from Verizon with a 2-year contract. Goes for about $750 off contract, and I've had a chance to play around with this box. Man, used to be I couldn't get the battery covers off. Now I just can't even open the box. I'm getting old! I've had a chance to play around with the Droid DNA a little bit already, and I'm just super impressed. HTC, I've always liked the way they build their hardware. This phone is certainly no exception, and the technology, man, somebody needs to build a better box though. The technology just really... We're gonna start a new show. Instead of called Will It Blend, it'll be called Can Noah Figure Out How to Open the Box? What was I saying? I was just saying it's an awesome phone. It's got a 5-inch full 1080p display, quad-core processor backed by, it's 1.5 gig quad-core processor backed by 2 full gigabytes of RAM, 1080p video capture, wide-angle front camera. I mean, it just kind of has it all. And for a phone with a screen this large, it's incredibly slim and lightweight. I love the red accents here on the side. This one is modeled after the HTC J Butterfly, or Butterfly. The HTC Butterfly J Butterfly J, that launched in Japan before this came out. Rumors now of successor to the Droid DNA, or another phone in the 5-inch 1080p display family coming from HTC in early 2013. Codename M7. Who knows? Whatever. I've got the Droid DNA now. So, as it boots up, we'll show you what else comes in the box for your $200 worth of hard-earned cash. $200, of course, when you sign up for a 2-year plan. SIM tray removal tool is this is the new lanyard hole or something. Anyway, there is a SIM card slot in the phone. It's global ready, and apparently the phone does work with GSM networks in the US, AT&T, T-Mobile, I believe. Limited capabilities. You're not going to get the full LTE experience. Also in the box, you got your manuals inside there. Underneath, micro USB cable and AC charger in the cornstarch biodegradable bags, which I'm a big fan of. But the phone itself, again, the screen, just absolutely stunning. This thing's incredibly lightweight. You've got Gorilla Glass 2 on the front. It's Super LCD 3. All right, so we've got a 2 megapixel, actually 2.1 megapixel, ultra wide angle front-facing camera with a f2.0 aperture lens and improved low light performance, blah, blah. Basically, you can take better self-portraits and also for video conferencing applications, that sort of stuff. And then on the back, you've got your 8 megapixel camera, flash, full 1080p, video capture, HTC's new image chip processing, by all accounts. Top-notch smartphone camera. On the side here, you've got that red mesh trim that makes me think I'm driving a Ferrari. Other side, the rocker switch for your volume. I like the red accents. I think it's just, livens the phone up a little bit. Matches the back, the back camera ring there. Of course, matches the Beats Audio logo. But I just think, it's just these little design touches that are really nice. The button on top, red as well. On the top, 3.5mm headphone jack, your power lock switch, and then your SIM card tray. Again, it's a global capable phone, and apparently can be used on some GSM networks in the US. On the bottom, you've got your micro USB port with a rubber cap. And that's it for the physical phone, if you will. It's a non-removable battery, 2020 milliamp hours. There we go. We are booted up, so we're connecting automatically. On the front, you've just got the 3 capacitive touch buttons, the HTC style, back home, and the multitasking menu. Phone is about 0.38 inches thick. It's incredibly thin, incredibly light. I know I keep saying that, but for a phone this big, it's just amazing. While this is booting up, I just happen to have a whole bunch of other devices on hand to show you, relatively speaking. Well, first of all, so you can see the reflection of my calla lilies. Got to keep it classy around here. But you can see, relatively speaking, the screen size of the Droid DNA. Are these all going to fit in camera here? Let's slide them over a little bit. So you can also see the reflection of my dining room light fixture. So going from left to right here, we've got the Nexus 7, 7-inch display, Samsung Galaxy Note 2, 5.5-inch display, the Droid DNA HTC 5-inch display, Samsung Galaxy S3 in red, love that color, 4.8-inch display, and then the upside down, the HTC 8X Windows Phone device with a 4.3-inch display. So, not too long ago, 4 inches was considered huge. Original iPhone all the way up to 4S, 3.5-inch display. They've now made it 4 inches. I don't have an iPhone 5 on hand. But, if you look at, let's just look at the two HTC devices here. The Droid DNA on the bottom and the 8X on top. And, the Droid DNA not that much larger overall than the 8X. And it's just a testament to what they've done with the engineering, making the bezel, incredibly thin on the side, and then relatively, much smaller there on the bottom as compared to the 8X. Just really, making as much of the phone, as much of the footprint of the phone as possible display. And then they've made the device so thin. You can see next to the 8X there. The 8X, not a super thin phone. But you can see, how much keeping the phone thin just really makes it feel like, once it's in your pocket, it doesn't even matter. I've been using the Note 2 for the past couple of weeks now, and I'm frankly surprised at how much I'm enjoying a device this big. It's a little too big for me. Not something I would keep as my personal phone. But for 5.5 inches, very pocketable. And comparing this, to the Droid DNA, you start to notice certainly a little bit bigger. You notice the physical difference. But again, just the engineering, this is a Samsung, we're doing an HTC video, but whatever. Just the engineering to keep the bezel as small as possible, make the whole device taken up by the display. But back to the Droid DNA, the materials on this phone just feel great. The soft grip back, it's lightweight, but it feels solid. The Gorilla Glass 2 on front. We're still activating there. That could take a little while. See what's going on. But really, just a tremendous device. I'm very excited to get to check it out and take it on the television in about a week or so. So it's the HTC Droid DNA. It's a 4G LTE superphone, quad-core processor, 2 gigs of RAM, full 1080p display. I mean, what's going to happen next year? Who knows? It's $199.99 with a 2-year contract. Goes for about $750 contract free. Available now from Verizon Wireless. Thanks again to HTC PR for lending me this one. Thanks to you for watching. And we'll see you on the TV set in the San Francisco area in about a week or so. Bye.